fantastic event for the sunny Kimberley today. We are one great continent. I thank the Gadigal people on the Sunrise Coast and the Gallara-Baloo people on the Sunset Coast, connecting this great nation as we move to prevent a massive, irreversible piece of unnecessary destruction of this nation's cultural and environmental heritage in the magnificent World Heritage value Kimberley, as far on the other side of this nation as we could get. But today, Sydney and the East Coast is beginning to rise from the sea of indifference, like a great whale, to protest about that unnecessary mistake, to call upon the common sense of Woodside and Shell and BHP and BP and Mitsubishi and Mitsui to do the honourable thing and the cheaper thing and build that gas factory somewhere else and leave the great whales and the traditional connection with land intact on the Kimberley coast. That's win-win. That's common sense. That's what this intelligent, wealthy, environmentally sensitive nation should and will do. If only we are all informed and we're galvanised. I know that with the Franklin River, it was not till we crossed Bass Strait and the whole nation became galvanised that that river's security was set by the people of this country against those who would destroy it. Now we've crossed the Nullarbor from Western Australia to call on this city, this nation, its East Coast populace, to rise up to protect this gem of a place, this part of our heirloom, this magnificent world's largest humpback whale nursery on the West Coast, now and forever. Because, as we've heard, it would be cheaper for Woodside to go somewhere else. It would be best for the whales. And it was the honourable thing for this nation to do. Just 3 weeks ago, and I thank Mal Holland and the crew of the Sea Shepherd and Captain Paul Watson, my friend, who is being pursued for trying to prevent the illegal destruction of these great whales in our Antarctic sanctuary. He's the person trying to uphold the law, being driven into hiding by those who break the law, while our politicians in the big parties in office stand aside and let that happen. Well, Paul Watson.
Sorry, I'm just taking a video. People keep walking in front of me.
We're here on this Sea Shepherd. We're heading off across the Harbour Bridge to take our message, all of our message. And the polls show the majority of Australians already oppose this massive, wrong-headed gas factory in the Kimberley. That message to our Prime Minister at Kimberley. Come on, Julia Gillard, put a stop to this destructive project.
Yes.
Come on, Tony Abbott. Take it up and defend the Kimberley and this nation's heritage. We'll be sending him the same. As speakers have said, it's up to us. Please write to your members of Parliament, lower house and upper house in the Senate, and say to them simply, what are you doing to ensure this win-win? The gas factory more cheaply built elsewhere, the Kimberley coast, the whales protected. What are you doing to make sure that outcome? We've got 6 months before Woodside makes its final fatal decision. Why wait? Why should Phillip
the law boss of the Gallara Baloo people, be arrested for standing up for his country while our politicians let this happen. Time's up, Julia Gillard. Time's up, Tony Abbott. Come to the rescue of the Kimberley, the Gallara Baloo peoples, and the great whales in this world's biggest whale nursery. The world's biggest whale nursery is no place for the world's biggest gas factory. We can separate them, we can have both, and this nation can look itself in the eye as we go into the future, and those whales and their youngsters. This nursery is protected for all time because we Australians care about it. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.